Hello, welcome to Morris Money, where we give you stock tips in under 5 minutes. I'm your host, Morris Willie. A mainstay favorite in my portfolio, UTZ, just announced their third quarter results. I'm here to tell you about it and give you my thoughts on the company. Before we go over numbers, I want to point out something that the Chief Executive Officer of UTZ, Dylan Lissett, I apologize if I mispronounced the name, commented on dealing with inflation and rising costs. He commented, "As we face rising inflation that is impacting earnings in the short term, we continue to implement pricing action that will have a carryover benefit in 2022. While we expect high inflation and transportation challenges to continue into 2022, we are actively deploying our value creation strategies, and we remain confident in our long-term growth outlook." It's great to know that they're already ahead on inflation challenges that will impact the company in the coming years. Now, let's look at their quarter 3 results. For this quarter, net sales increased 26% to $312 million, and the company had a gross profit of $102 million, a 19% increase year over year. There was a net loss of $31.4 million, and their adjusted earnings per share was 18 cents. Now, the earnings per share here is something to look at because the EPS estimate for this quarter was 15 cents, so they beat by 3 cents, and that's always great to see. The company's retail sales increased 9.5% on a 2-year basis versus the salty snacks category growth of 8.3% for the same period. The company's power brands retail sales increased 11% on a 2-year basis and increased to 87% of the company's retail sales. Power brand sales growth during the 2-year period was led by UTZ, On the Border, Zapp's, Tortillas, Golden Flakes, Pork Skins, Hawaiians, and TGI Fridays. Looking at the company's balance sheet, as of October 3rd, 2021, the company had $26 million of cash on hand and $133 million available under its revolving credit facility, provided liquidity in excess of $159 million. The company expects to use this balance sheet cash and revolving credit facility to fund the $56 million cash purchase for the previously announced acquisition of R.W. Garcia related entities. Finally, let's look at the company's fiscal 2021 earnings outlook. They expect an adjusted EBITDA of $160 to $170 million, and they adjusted their earnings per share to between 55 cents and 60 cents. The company also sees commodity inflation of approximately 7%, higher transportation costs than previously expected in the second quarter of 2021, and to fund approximately $15 million towards acquiring and vertically integrating multiple third-party distribution rights. I've said this before about UTZ, but they're obviously not the biggest competitor in this market, but they are certainly a regional competitor. While you might not find UTZ on the West Coast, you can find them up and down the East Coast, with many of their other brands serving across the nation. Coming off this news, UTZ rallied 11%, so I'd keep a sharp eye on them, as analysts still see a 25% upside to $21, so UTZ could still have much more room to run. Let me know your thoughts below on UTZ. Are you buying, selling, and what did you think about this quarter? Please don't take this video as financial advice, and thank you for watching Morris Money.